Today we're diving into a dream topic for retirees and adventurers, using pension income to get a residency permit in Latin America. If you've been wondering, can my pension help me live in Costa Rica, Panama, or Argentina? What are the requirements? Which country is best? Or maybe you're curious about lifestyle costs or pitfalls of relocating. This video is for you. We're going deep into the details, answering common questions, and sharing lesser-known tips that you won't find in most expat guides. Whether you're eyeing a beachfront condo in Costa Rica or a vineyard in Chile, grab a piña colada and let's explore how your pension can open doors in Latin America and get you the residency visa that you need either as a plan A or a plan B. So, let's start with the big picture. Why use pension income for LATAM residency? Well, Latin America is a retiree's paradise. Think stunning beaches, vibrant cultures, and a cost of living that's often half that of the USA or Canada. Countries like Panama, Costa Rica, and Mexico offer pensionado visas or retirement visas, pensioners visas, that let you use your pension income, such as Social Security, annuities, or private pensions, to qualify for legal residency. These programs are designed to attract retirees, boost local economies with your spending while offering you a high quality of life. Pretty much every country in Latin America has a pensionado visa, and you will be able to qualify if you have a pension. Why does this matter? A residency permit grants you the right to live long-term, access local services, and sometimes even pave the way to citizenship. In 2024, over 500,000 U.S. retirees lived in Latin America, per the AARP, and they're drawn by affordable healthcare, warm climates, and retiree-friendly policies. Common questions include, which countries offer pensionado visas? How much pension do I need? What's the catch? We're covering all of this and more in this video, the top countries, the requirements, starting with eligibility. So let's answer which LATAM countries offer residency through pension income. Here's a rundown of the most popular destinations with pensionado or similar retirement visa programs, based on 2025 data. And by the way, these dollar figures kind of go up every year with inflation. They're often tied to the minimum wage in the local country. So if the dollar figures are a little bit off, we can of course double check that. But just to give you guys a list of some of the countries. So Panama has the pensionado visa, requires $1,000 a month of pension income. And you also get discounts on healthcare, utilities, and entertainment in Panama. And there's no minimum age, which is pretty cool. In Costa Rica, they also have a pensionado visa that you need $1,000 a month from a lifetime pension, such as Social Security. It's valid for 2 years and renewable. In Mexico, they have temporary and permanent residency, depending on your age. If you're 65 plus, sometimes you can go straight to permanent. If you're less than 65, sometimes you have to start on temporary first. And you're looking at around $4,000 of income for temporary residency or $7,000 of pension income for permanent residency. There's also a way to apply with savings. So if you can show at least $70,000 of savings, you can get residency in Mexico. And yes, that includes your 401k and your IRA and savings accounts. And you can combine multiple bank accounts to get to that savings minimum. We have a whole bunch of videos about Mexican residency on our channel, by the way, so please subscribe to the channel. Moving on, we have Colombia, which has the M11 pensionado visa. You need about $926 per month, which is 3 times Colombia's minimum wage in 2024. This will be valid for 3 years, the visa. Argentina also has a pensionado visa requiring about $2,000 a month in pension income. You'll get a temporary residency for 1 to 3 years, with citizenship possible after 2 years. In Ecuador, they have the retirement visa where you need about $1,400 a month in pension income, and it's valid for 2 years and can be renewed. Nicaragua has the pensionado visa as well, requiring only about $600 or $700 a month of pension income for retirees. It's a simple process, no investment is needed, and Nicaragua probably has the lowest savings threshold. So sometimes we get clients that have less than $1,000 per month of pension income, and Nicaragua is a pretty good fit for those people. Brazil has something called the VTEM retirement visa or the VTEM 14 retirement visa. You need $2,000 a month of pension income, and you'll get temporary residency for 2 years. Uruguay also has a pensionado visa requiring $1,500 a month of passive income, including pension, and it leads to permanent residency. Pretty much every other country in Latin America has some sort of pensionado visa or passive income visa as well. So whether you want to go to Guatemala, Peru, Dominican Republic, anywhere you want to go in Latin America, if you have passive income, if you have pension income, there's a very high probability that you qualify. And here's a lesser known insight. These thresholds are often flexible. Some countries, like Nicaragua, accept lower incomes at consular discretion, while others, like Argentina, may require higher amounts in practice than what's stated. You might find some places online saying you only need $300 a month. In Argentina, it's really not like that. It's a bit complicated due to the Argentine peso and what's happened to that over the past couple of years. So check specific consulate guidelines before applying. And if you have any questions, you can book a call with us at MyLatinLife. There is a link in the description of this video to my Calendly where you can book a call with us. You can become our client. MyLatinLife is a full-scale immigration consultancy. We can help you get residency anywhere in Latin America. Me, myself, I have residency in like 5 different Latin American countries, and we've helped 100 plus people do the same. So if you're serious about getting residency, about getting a pensionado visa in Latin America, link in the description, book a call with us, and let's get the process started, because people who book a call, they get a visa in their hands often in less than 30 days, maybe 6 weeks, depending on the country. Moving on, let's talk about eligibility and requirements in a little bit more detail. While the specifics vary by country, and this video is supposed to be more of a general video, most countries share these criteria. So one is age. Typically 60 plus for pensionado visas, but some countries like Panama and Costa Rica have no minimum age. Next, there's the pension income. You need proof of stable recurring income from pensions. This could be Social Security, annuities, military pension, or private pension plans. We get a lot of people with military pensions doing this. Thresholds range from about $600 on the low end in Nicaragua to around $2,000 on the high end in Argentina. You'll also need a criminal background check, a clean record from your home country or where you've lived recently, often apostilled and authenticated. Next up, a health certificate. Often a medical exam is performed proving good physical and mental health, sometimes from a local doctor. You don't have to worry about this one too much. This is just more of a formality. Next is the residency commitment. Some countries require in-person stays, such as Costa Rica has a loose 4-month-a-year requirement. Ecuador has a 6-month-a-year requirement. Mexico is basically 0 days. Panama is 1 day every 2 years. So depends on if it's important to you to have a low physical presence visa. That's going to limit your options a little bit. But again, MyLatinLife, we can help you navigate which country, which visa makes the most sense for you, because there are some pitfalls like this. Some of the countries really want you to stay the majority of the year, while other countries are happy if you visit once a year or once every other year. So it's important to know which countries are which. And then next is documents. So some standard documents you're going to need: passport, birth certificate, marriage certificate if you're including dependents, and of course the pension statements, translated and legalized. And here's a hidden tip. Consular discretion matters. In Mexico, different consulates actually have different thresholds of income. So you always want to verify with the consulate and with local immigration lawyers to avoid surprises. Moving on, let's talk more about how to apply. Let's get practical with some tips for the application process. So the process varies by country, of course, but generally follows these principles. Number one, research the requirements. Check the specific country's consulate website. Number two, gather documents. Collect pension statements, probably 6 to 12 months of statements, depending on the country. Collect your criminal background check, like we talked about, health certificate, and legalized translations. And some countries like Colombia require private health insurance. This is common in Europe as well. Then you apply at the consulate. You can submit your application abroad or in country, depends on which country. So with Mexico, it's always through the Mexican consulate, whereas in Panama, it's typically on the ground in Panama. So some processes might be more convenient than others. Some people consider going through the consulate more convenient because they don't have all these travel expenses. And some people consider applying in country more convenient because they don't have to wait for consular appointments. They can just get on the ground and get applying right away. Then you'll enter and finalize, and once approved, enter the country and complete the residency formalities, like exchanging a visa for a residency card. Then in the future, you'll look forward to the renewals or the upgrades. So most visas are typically temporary to start for 1 to 3 years, but renewable, with paths to permanent residency. For example, in Costa Rica, it's PR after 2 years, I believe. In Argentina, it's citizenship after 2 years. So every country's path to permanent residency and citizenship is a little bit different, and these are the types of questions that you need to be asking. So here's a lesser known strategy. Always hire a local lawyer. In MyLatinLife, we've teamed up with local lawyers in every country in Latin America, highly vetted lawyers who've serviced many of my clients before. They're vetted, we know their work. Any of the lawyers we had a bad experience with, we swap them out, we stop using them, and we use a better lawyer. Because the lawyer that you use makes a huge difference in your overall experience. Having a responsive lawyer that responds to emails and WhatsApp messages on time is huge compared to a crappy lawyer that responds once every 5 days, and you definitely don't want that. In countries like Chile or Brazil, immigration officials have significant discretion, and lawyers can streamline approvals. They can get you to, they're going to save a huge amount of time for you at every step of the way. Sometimes they can go get the health certificate for you. Sometimes they can skip the line at the immigration office for you. Sometimes they can get paper local police checks from Interpol, things like that, that would otherwise cost you huge amounts of time and you'd waste all day waiting in line. So across the board, having a lawyer is basically a necessity. It's well worth the money. These visas are not that expensive, ranging from less than $1,000 to a couple $1,000. So it makes no sense to try to do it yourself. Most countries don't even allow you to do it by yourself. And the countries where you can do it by yourself, you're going to make so many mistakes. You're going to waste so much time. You're going to spend so many hours trying to learn about the process. It just doesn't make sense when you can just pay a lawyer a couple $1,000, bada bing, bada boom, have that residency card in your hands as quickly as possible. And of course, the lawyers provide a lot of other advice as well about how to get the driver's license, how to get a bank account, how to lower your taxes, how to get real estate, and so forth. Moving on, let's talk about the benefits and lifestyle considerations. Let's explore why use your pension for LATAM residency and what's the lifestyle like. So the benefits are compelling. You're going to have a very low cost of living where a couple can live comfortably for $2,000 a month or even $1,500 a month. You get residency perks as well. You get access to local health care, the public health care system. You get access to banking. You get property ownership rights. In places like Panama, you get discounts on utilities and dining. In places like Mexico, you get discounts on museums and tours. So usually there's lots of discounts and small perks as well. The next big perk is the path to citizenship. In Argentina, you have a 2-year path to citizenship. In Mexico, you have a 2 to 5 year path to citizenship, depending. We have other videos about this on the channel. In Uruguay, you have a 3-year path to citizenship. And all these countries allow naturalization. All these countries allow dual citizenship, granting powerful passports. And also, you don't have to renounce your original passport. So you can, if you're American, you get to keep your American passport and simply add a Mexican passport or Uruguayan passport or Argentine passport to your passport portfolio. The next perk is quality of life. From Costa Rica's eco-friendly jungles to Argentina's wine country, Latin America offers diverse landscapes and expat communities. Most expats we talk to, most retirees we talk to, say they've seen a huge spike in their social life since moving to Latin America. We all know how hard it is to get a group of friends together in the USA, and you're going to find Latin America to be much more welcoming, and it's going to be way easier to get a group of people together for dinner or to play golf or to play cards or whatever you're into. And here's a lesser known perk, the tax advantages. Panama and Nicaragua do not tax foreign pension income, while Argentina exempts savings income for pensionado visa holders. However, lifestyle varies. Urban hubs like Panama City offer modern amenities, while somewhere like rural Ecuador suits the nature lovers. So research your destination's healthcare. If healthcare is important to you, some of the best countries for healthcare might be Panama, Mexico, maybe Costa Rica, and you want to be closer to the major cities. Brazil and Colombia also have top-tier healthcare in the major cities. Cuenca, Ecuador has excellent healthcare as well. And research the safety as well. Particularly the Southern Cone, as well as Central America, are known for being very safe, often safer than the United States. So you're somewhere that's safer than the United States. The healthcare is finally affordable. Your social life is better. You have a path to citizenship. You have a lower cost of living. So many benefits that are stacking up that make it a no-brainer to get residency in Latin America, either as a plan A or a plan B. You can relocate full-time, or you can have this as sort of a back pocket residency or a paper residency, as we like to call it, so that you have a plan B, or you have a place to go in the future, or if retirement is still a couple of years off, you'll have this visa and this infrastructure in place already waiting for you. A lot of people also want to be snowbirds, and they spend maybe the summers in Boston, New York, Toronto, Montreal, and then they want to spend the winters in Latin America, and that works as well. In conclusion, there you have it, future expats and pensionado visa holders. Using your pension income to get a residency permit in Latin America is a golden ticket to affordable living, vibrant cultures, and legal stability in countries like Panama, Costa Rica, and Argentina. From navigating income thresholds and consular quirks to embracing tax perks and local lifestyles, you're now armed with the knowledge to make your retirement dream a reality. With tips like hiring lawyers, researching destinations, and joining expat groups, you'll be sipping local LatAm coffee and surfing in no time. Whether you're eyeing Mexico's beaches or Uruguay's safety and tax perks, I hope this video answered your questions and sparked excitement for your LatAm adventure. So what's your dream LatAm destination? Got questions about pensionado visas? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have the experience of getting a pensionado visa, we'd love to hear how that experience was for you, because you're going to help the next generation of retirees. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more expat and global living insights. And book a call if you're serious about getting the process started. There's a link in the description to book a call with us, become our client, and we can help you implement every aspect of this relocation plan and get you this pensionado visa in your hands as quickly as possible. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.